So I think that, and Sia again back in my ear was really helpful. Like I think so a lot of times these young guys, they're gonna, and I don't know about the girls, but the young guys are really test you, you know, like are you really there, like, you know, and so they back up a step and see if you walk away like they expect you to, you know, and so and it's all this dance happens without ever mentioning, like without ever verbalizing any of it, and so I found. Again, because of Sia, I couldn't see it. These patterns of what he would do to sort of shove and then see what my reaction was. And I took the bait at first, you know, like I was like all up and I was worried. Like I was thinking maybe I need to take time off from the thing and give him, you know, show him I'm serious and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, I just sort of calmed down and all that. And then I just go with the ocean. Whichever the current is flowing, I just go with it. If he don't want to talk, I'll do my monologues, and every once in a while I hear him stifle a laugh, and I'm like, ha, he's listening. And you know, and I put out, like, I'll put on music that he, you know, I know his favorites, you know, not that he tells me, I got to get it from his sister or his mom, and you know, that kind of stuff, and just de-emphasize, well, I'm just saying the same thing you are, just de-emphasizing my own ego and needs in the relationship and really just trying to make him the center of it. And that's sort of my role, I feel, as a big brother. And but tell me your strategies, because I might learn, I'm sure I will learn something from how you deal with it.
You know, I'm constantly trying to remind myself, and I got a lot of help from the great people in the organization that I do this through. They're called the Fulfillment Fund. It's an LA-based organization, and it's about taking the evil little monster that is my ego out of it. But a lot of it is tied to, you know, my worry, you know, for him. I mean, he's 17, he's 6'2", he's handsome and charming, and he kind of knows it. But he's also, you know, he's African American. He's from a single parent household. And you know, he lives in kind of a rough neighborhood. He's got concerns that I don't have. So I think I've tried to stop worrying as much. And when I do have those worries, I talk to I go to the specifically the person who's there to, you know, help me through it. And I think I think the worry is about me too. So that I just recently put my finger on that and just trying to, you know, you're lucky. Mine openly makes fun of me, like in my car. It's like, really? But I just, you know, you just take it and just know that if he's gotten in the car, I guess that's a good sign. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah,
but we need a Big Brothers Anonymous, you know, to like tell all our stories and get it all out, and then we can go take the hits. But yeah, his mom texted me like 2 nights ago and said, you know, like, it's so interesting. You're like the only person, he stays in the house, goes to practice his sports, you know, goes to school, but stays in the house. And like, you're the only person who'll go out. And I'm like, what? Because I'm like the last person I think that he would think let me see if I can do that again. I'm the last person that I would think he would want to spend time with. So it's been a road. Yeah, so I think it's really is a you know, an investment in a philosophy almost of other centeredness, and how beneficial will that be for our other relationships in our life? Because you really have to take out, you know, the I in it, and try to invest in him. And I've gone through that very interesting cycle. It sounds like you're in the midst of, and I'm still in it. I mean, sometimes I still want a heck of a lot more from it, but it's you know, it's working. Michael, on the other hand, never had to worry. Boy, that's that moonbeam of a smile that he has, and I just felt, you know, when he was young, we just were thick as thieves and bonded and stuff. So And I think that, you know, that just makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? You know, if you get that kind of affirmation. That's, oh, my last point then, I was trying to remember, did you notice the last 30 seconds I was just rambling while I was trying to remember? I knew I had a point, you know, I don't know what it is, and I have to think a lot more about this so I don't sound so, you know, sort of chicken soup for the soulers. But this concept of unconditional love, it seems to be at the heart of what success can come from these kinds of things. Because, you know, if the young ones can believe that someone believes in them, and someone cares for them, someone loves them for who they are, and, like, you know, isn't judging the heck out of them and constantly after them. And, you know, it's not to say you can't correct, not to say you can't give your opinion, but that if they believe that and they can internalize that, the transformation that can occur in them to feel loved, to feel that they can be loved. I'm, as you can tell, a little squeamish about the word save, you know, but I do think it is potentially transformative, and that every one of us has that ability. I think you wouldn't otherwise be here, you know, have that somehow in your heart. And so giving that, whether it's a formal program or informally to someone, is something that I mean, it can literally change the world one person at a time. So.